Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an exceptional press conference on the eve of the Michelin Grand Prix of Argentina at the Termas de Rio Hondo circuit with Dorna CEO Mr. Carmelo Ezpeleta. It has been confirmed this morning that unfortunately, due to logistics issues with some freight being delayed from the previous round in Indonesia, the decision has been taken to cancel all planned track action in Argentina tomorrow with a revised schedule for Saturday. The media will get an opportunity to ask Carmelo some questions very shortly. But first of all, Carmelo, can you please explain the current situation and the reasons behind the delays tomorrow, please?
Okay, thank you. Good morning to everybody. Well, as you know, we were in two weeks ago in Lombok. Everything was prepared well because it was 1 week gap in the middle. Then last Wednesday, we sent different flights from Lombok to Argentina, and one of the flights has a problem in Mombasa, in Africa. Then we take the decision that another flight who already arrived to Argentina back to Lombok, bring the last things of the merchandising to bring here, and to come back to Argentina. We do that, but unfortunately this flight also has a problem, technical problem in Mombasa again, and has been not able to repair. In principle, it was thing to start yesterday, to arrive today later on, but the problem was bigger. Then we were obliged to ask the company to send, apparently the problem is in one of the valves of one of the 4 engines. Then we were asking to the company to do that, and 2 flights went from London and from Paris, I think, to bring these valves to Mombasa. Theoretically, these valves are arriving right now to Mombasa in 2 hours, something like that, to be able to be repaired before this afternoon, and theoretically, if everything is going well, around 8 o'clock or 8:30 this afternoon, the flight will arrive here on time to do the new schedule prepared for Saturday.
Thank you very much, Carmelo. I'll immediately hand over for questions from the media, please.
Hi, Carmelo. Mela Chercoles, Diario IES. I hope that no, but what happens if tomorrow don't arrive this material?
Well, it's a good question. We are always like that. We will have the information before then. If the flight take off this afternoon around 20 p.m., then we will be okay. Always the situation we learned a lot during 30 years running that. Then the situation with the flight is very complicated. The main problem, and this is a problem who has been growing due to the war in Ukraine. It's many of the flights for the freights are from Russian companies. Then all these flights are forbidden right now. Then we lose almost 20% of the flights available in the world. Then the biggest problem right now is there are not flights to be shared, because we were talking with enough time from last Wednesday to now to solve the problem. The problem is there are not more flights available to use in this moment. Then we have not any other solution than to wait to the valves to be repaired the flight in Mombasa, and to be lucky to arrive here.
Simon Patterson from the race. 2 questions, Carmelo. First, does this mean that maybe in the future we have to look at the schedule and what races follow other races and maybe rearrange the season a little bit? And then secondly, is this an opportunity for MotoGP to maybe experiment with a 2-day weekend?
Well, thank you. In the first case, maybe we need to reconsider and to ensure us more when this back-to-back race. But this time was not. It was a week gap in the middle. Then, unfortunately, we cannot solve the situation to avoid this problem. To be honest, this is something this Grand Prix will be the 499 Grand Prix we organize. Then, thanks God, it's the first time we have this problem. And to be honest, consider overall, it's not good, but we need to be prepared to accept these kind of things. Our main objective today is to make the race in Argentina and to continue making the race in Spain next week. And regarding the 3 days or no days, is nothing changed, because we were prepared to arrive on Tuesday here if everything is okay, and on Wednesday if everything is not good. Then the situation is, when we are in the, we were talking before, apparently, I don't know if the figures are correct or not, it's around 140 flights available in the world. It's just 140 planes available for cargo in these cases. Also because not any cargo is valid for us. We have the storage of the boxes and everything prepared to this kind of flight, and it's not easy to change from one flight to the other. Then it's unfortunately part of that. We in MotoGP, we are accustomed to solve many problems we are not, and this is one of them. Then we need, the only thing we can do is to make the best possible efforts to try to solve the situation. But this is something we need to accept, exactly the same of the meteo or other things. It's part of the game.
Thank you. Hi, Carmelo. Lewis Duncan from Autosport. You mentioned there that the problem you have with some of the planes is the fact that you used to have to use Russian planes and can't anymore. How badly has that affected things in general? How many planes did you used to have sort of access to before the problems in Ukraine? Thank you.
I don't know exactly, but I think it's around 20% of the planes were planes coming from Russian companies or Russian flights.
Hi Carmelo, Niki Kovács from Nemzeti Sport Online and Motor Review Hungary. I hope you can hear me. 2 questions also from my side, a bit similar to Simon's question regarding the calendar, that having 2 races after each other, the 2 end of the world, is it possible that you trying to avoid this later on in the calendar? And the second question is if you can update us which teams are affected, if you know.
Well, regarding the calendar, nothing will make me more happy to us than to try to solve. But with the number of races we have, the number of races of Formula 1, trying to don't be in the same weekend, which is very difficult, or we reduce the number of races, and this is very difficult because the interest for MotoGP all around the world is very big, and then we need to make the number of races we are doing right now, thanks God. And it's no question. We are trying. As I say, make the calendar is one of the more difficult duties we have during the year. Right now we are trying to consolidate things. We are changing the schedules or whatever, but I think it's not any other solutions. And the second question was?
Which teams are affected?
Yes, I think, I am not sure. There are some with the tires. There are some places from Gresini and BR46, and something from Ducati. There are different things, but it is clear we need to provide everybody to the same condition. Then for us, just one is enough to postpone the things.
Hello, this is Frank Goying from Ziggo Sports in the Netherlands. I have one question. It was more or less asked by Simon as well about these. You talk about the calendar, which is expanding. There's a lot of interest in MotoGP, thank God. But with this growing interest, could it be possible that you switch from 3-day weekends to 2-day weekends? That's basically the question that we haven't had an answer to.
This is okay, but doesn't change nothing. The race must be on Sunday, and then it's irrelevant if it's Friday or Saturday. We didn't arrive here because a succession of problems in the flight, but this is not, a solution is not to reduce from 3 to 2.
OK, I think that's it from our media colleagues. Thank you for your time, Carmelo, and we hope that, of course, that the Michelin Grand Prix of Argentina can start as planned now on Saturday morning. So thanks for your time. Just a quick reminder as well, the Riders pre-event press conference will start at 12:30 in about 20 minutes' time. But for now, Carmelo, thank you very much.
Thank you.